Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, children. You're in Unit 5, Admission of Partners, and today I'm going to teach you problem number 25. Right. Let us get into the problem. Sundar and Suresh are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio 3:5, 3:2. That means 3 by 5 and then 2 by 5. Right. The balance sheet is as follows. As on 1st January 2017, this is their balance sheet. Right. They've given you the details as follows. What are the details? They've given you the details of building 40,000, furniture 13,000, stock 25,000, debtors 15,000, bills receivable 14,000, bank 18. So total 1,25,000, 1,25,000. And here you have your capital account of Sundar and Suresh, 30,000 and 20,000 respectively. Creditors, general reserve and workmen compensation. Right. Now from the balance sheet, the first thing you have to do is distribute your assets, distribute your profit and loss, and share your reserve fund, workmen compensation. So that is your first step, right? So here you have your first step. That is you have to transfer your reserve. You have to transfer your workmen compensation to the old partners in the old ratio if the sacrifice is not given, right? Now they decided to admit Sukumar into partnership or 1/5 share in the profit on the following terms. What is the term? Sukumar has to bring in 30,000 as capital, and his share of goodwill is 5,000. But he could not bring in cash towards the goodwill. So for 1 and 2, this is going to be your first step. Okay. Second step is where you're going to record your capital. Fourth is he's not able to bring your goodwill. Fifth is your revaluation. So all the 5 steps are noted. As you complete, you can strike it out. Okay. So that you have a follow-up that you have not left anything. If you leave anything, then your thing will not tally. Your balance sheet will not tally. Right. So they've given you the details of revaluation. Right. Now the stock is to be valued at 20,000. So what is the value of the stock? Let us go to the problem and see. Stock is 25,000. Okay. And they have revalued. Stock has been revalued to 20,000. Right. Stock is revalued to 20,000. Then second was furniture is depreciated by 2,000. Okay. Then next, what is the next one they have given? Value of the building is to be depreciated by 20%. Building depreciation by 20%. So 40,000 less 20%. On 40,000, you're going to give 20%. So you have 8,000 rupees. Fine. So we have calculated the amount that is going to be revalued. So 1, 2, 3, only 3 things, right? Okay. So here building is actually depreciated. So minus. Furniture is depreciated. So minus. Then you have your stock is to be valued at 20,000. Again, it is minus. All depreciation amount will be going to your debit side of the revaluation. So let us do the revaluation of it. Okay. So let us go to the problem. Here you have your revaluation. Okay. So let us do the revaluation account. Revaluation account. Revaluation account. Right. Let me make it a little more darker. Okay. So that it is visible for you. Okay, so revaluation account, here you have debit side and here you have credit. Fine. So first we have revalued our stock to stock account. Okay, to stock account. What is the balance? Stock account is 5,000. You revalued at 5,000. Then next you had your building, isn't it? Furniture and then building. Furniture account, which is revalued to 2,000. Depreciation is given to 2,000. Then you have your building, which is depreciated by 20%. So the value was 8,000. So nothing is there in the credit side, right? So let us close it. So that comes to 15,000. So bring the same total this side. Since you have nothing here, 15,000. Take the same balance up. So by profit and loss account. By profit and loss account. Okay. When it is there in the credit side, it's the loss. And this loss is to be shared to 2 partners. Who are the 2 partners? Let us go to the problem and see who are the 2 partners. Let us write their names and keep. Sugumar is the new partner, and Sundar and Suresh. Right, Sundar and Suresh are the old partners. So Sundar and Suresh, you're going to share it to Sundar and Suresh in the ratio 3:2. Sundar's capital account. Sundar's capital account, and then Suresh's capital account. So in the ratio 3:2, in the sense 15,000 into 3/5. So 5 is going to go here 3 times. So 9,000 and 6,000. Both of them are going to get. Fine. So that's how we are going to share it. Okay. Now that you have done your revaluation, your first step is over. Shall we go to the next step? Our next step is after revaluation, you have your capital account. So let us do our capital account here. Capital account. Okay. So capital account. You have to debit and you have to credit. Put debtors and put debit and credit. Debit is this side, and you have a credit to your this side. You have credit to this corner. Fine. So you have credit to this corner. Now you have here in your capital account. Okay. First of all, you should bring your balance. First, what is your opening balance? By balance brought down. So what is the balance they had? You have to see their capital account. Okay. In your old balance sheet. Old balance sheet, they had 30,000 and 20,000. Fine. This was their balance. Now we are going to show how much money is going to bring in. Okay, the new partner, how much money is going to bring in. First of all, let us write the name of the partners who are going to share the profit. First of all, Sugumar. Okay, Sugumar. Then who is the Sundar? First fellow is Sundar and Suresh. You have Sundar here, you have Suresh here. Right. So you write your Sundar. And let me take my camera up. All right. Sundar. Then you have Suresh. Then you have Sugumar. Okay. This is your capital account. Now bank. How much is he bringing in? He's bringing in 30,000 as his capital. Okay. So 30,000. All right. So revaluation, you didn't get your profit. You had a loss. Isn't it? So you have, let us go to the answer that we have derived for revaluation. On revaluation, you made a loss, right? So revaluation, loss. To revaluation account. So to revaluation account. So what is the loss you have made? 9,000 and 6,000. 9,000 and then 6,000. Right. Now in the problem, you had reserve fund. You had reserve fund and you had workman compensation also. Okay. You had workman compensation. You had workman compensation account. So how are you going to transfer this reserve account data to Sundar's capital, to Suresh's capital account, to Suresh's capital, right? Workman compensation also you have to share it to Sundar's capital and then Suresh's capital. Sundar's capital and then Suresh's capital, right? Now, what is the reserve fund total? Reserve fund was 10,000. And what about workman compensation? Workman compensation is 15,000. Right. Now you're going to share this 10,000 in the ratio 3:2. So 10,000. So chalo, he's getting 6,000 and then 4,000. Workman compensation 15,000. So 15,000, same way you share 15,000 into 3/5. So it's going to go here 3 times. So 9,000 and then 6,000. Yeah. So now you have to post all this. So Sundar's capital, Suresh's capital. So Sundar's capital by reserve fund. By reserve fund account. That comes to 6,000 and 4,000. Here by workman compensation fund, You also always maintain a reserve in case something happens to the employees. You will have a fund from which you will be spending for the employees. So workmen compensation fund 9,600. Just see if anything else that you have left out. The most important thing we have left out. What is that? We have to record the goodwill that he is bringing in. And this guy, Sukumar, he is coming in, isn't it, as a partner. He is not able to bring his capital. He is not able to bring his share of goodwill, isn't it? So how much is he bringing as a goodwill? He is bringing in 5,000. He is bringing in 5,000, but he is not able to pay cash. So you have to transfer the goodwill that he is not able to bring in to the respective capital account of the old partners. Since you see Sukumar, he is not able to bring, so debit his account. So Sukumar's cap, if he is bringing in cash, you would have debited bank, isn't it? Now that he is not bringing cash, you debit Sukumar's capital account with 5,000 and share this 5,000 among the old partners. You credit the partners with the money that is bringing as goodwill. So 5,000 into 3 by 5. So here 5,000 he is bringing, right? So 1,000. So balance 3,000 and then 2,000. We share it to the old partners in the old profit sharing ratio. So 3,000 and 2,000. Now how are you going to post that? You're supposed to debit Sukumar's capital account, right? So 2, you're going to debit his account. Okay, to Sukumar's account, you're going to debit with 5,000. Okay, to Sukumar's account. Capital account because of the goodwill, right? Now this guy, he is this 5,000 has to be shared to Sundar and Suresh. Now you're going to write share it with both of them, 3,000 and then 2,000 by Sukumar's capital, by Sukumar's goodwill. That is Sukumar's goodwill. Transfer to both the capital. Transferred to whom? Sundar and Suresh capital. Right, you've given a credit to both of them. Just see if there is anything else that you have to enter. 36, 9, 3 and 24 for your reserve fund. Everything you have transferred. 30,000 is bringing in. I don't think we have left anything, right? So shall we close our capital account? Capital account we have 30,000. So now you guys, you have 32,000 here. This is your total. 30, 39, 39, 40, 42, 48,000. That is Sundar's total, right? So let us transfer the total to the debit side. 32,000 and then 30,000. Okay. Now let us find the balance. To balance, carry down. How much are you going to carry down? 30 minus 5,000. 25,000 is going to go to capital account. Right. 32,000 minus 6. So 26,000 is going to go to your Suresh capital account. 48 minus 9. 39,000 is going to go to Suresh capital. So bring down the balance. By balance brought down. 39,000, 26,000 and then 25,000, right? So now that you have a capital account, let us complete the balance sheet, right? Now let us do the balance sheet. Only after you know the balance sheet, you know whether your problem is right, because your asset and liability should tally, right? Okay, so let us come to balance sheet. All right, in the balance sheet, we need to do some reforms here, right? Looks like balance sheet. Balance sheet as on 1st January 2017. So let us write here, let us write liabilities. And here in the particulars, you have your assets. Fine. So balance sheet. Okay. So let us start our assets from here because we have two columns. So assets. Okay. Both the thing is assets. Now, okay, let me brighten the ink because it's a bit dull. Okay, guys. Now let us do the balance sheet. Now that you have your capital account. Three people are there: Sundar, Sukumar, and who's the third partner? You have Suresh. Okay, so here you have 39,000 as your total, and 26,000 is his balance. Here you had a balance of 25,000. So you total it and write it. So that comes to 0, 0, 0, another 0, 5, 7, 8, 9,000, 90,000, isn't it? So because you had to carry 2,000, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 90,000 it comes to. Okay. And you had your sundry creditors towards your liability side, sundry creditors. So sundry creditor was 50,000. Right? Okay. So now that you have completed your liability side, let us do the assets. Now for the assets you have here, first you had building, right? Building. For building, you had an appreciation of the building or depreciation? You had depreciation. Depreciation, that is 20% you had depreciated. So 40,000, what was the thing? 40,000 was your total value. You write rupees here, okay? 40,000 was your total value minus 8,000. That comes to 32,000. Fine. Now next, what did you have next? You had furniture. Furniture. Okay. So furniture, less depreciation you had. What was the value of the furniture? 13,000 was the value of the furniture. Minus 2,000, I think. Your depreciation. So 11,000. Okay. What was the next figure you had? You had your stock. Stock less depreciation. So stock you had 25,000. Right? Less depreciation you had 5,000. So you have 20,000. Okay. Now after stock, what was the next thing? You had debtors. Yeah, debtors. Let us draw a line here. Okay. Now debtors. Okay, what about the debtors? 15,000. Absolutely no adjustment there. 15,000. Okay, let me take the screen little further up. Debtors. Then you have your bills receivable there in the balance sheet. Bills receivable. I hope I have not left anything. So bills receivable is 14,000. Okay. Now you have to enter what is the cash balance. Cash balance, actually it was 18,000. You can prepare your bank account. All right. Bank account to balance 18,000 you had. Bank account. Okay, debit, and then you have credit. So he's bringing in cash of how much? 30,000 cash is bringing in. New partner, Sukumar. So 30 means 48,000. Right. So you enter bank account 48,000. So 18,000 plus 30,000. So that comes to 48,000. Now we can total and see whether your thing is tallying. I hope it tallies. 1,40,000 is your total this side. Now let us see the asset side. 32,000. So 43,000. Then you have 35,000. 62,000. Right? Let us. I'm simplifying it so it's easy for me. Okay. Then you have 10 plus 3, 30 plus 1, 40. So 1,40,000. So our problem has tallied, right? Your asset is equal to your liabilities. Fine. So There's something I wanted to correct actually, to erase it so that it looks neat. Okay, this looks neat. I will make this as our, okay, now that I have done that. Okay, just wanted to erase it. This is also assets, okay? Rupees, both the columns are converted as rupees. Okay, children, I hope you understood this problem. Now our liability is equal to asset. Yeah, your assets is equal to liability. Our problem, you have solved the problem. Each problem you have different adjustments. Okay, so when he's bringing cash, when he's not bringing cash, when the goodwill, there's existing goodwill in your company, how are you going to adjust it? When you have workman compensation, when you have reserve fund, when you have profit, when you have loss, how are you going to distribute? When you have revaluation loss, when you have revaluation profit, how are you going to pass the entries, right? I hope you understood, children. Next, I'll be teaching you problem number 26, right?